Are you one of those people who get easily distracted during a conversation? Do you feel like you have an agenda and talking will keep you from doing what's really important? Do family, friends, or business relationships sometimes take a back seat? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may be sabotaging your relationships. Stay tuned. In this video, we'll explore 4 practical tips for becoming a better listener to help you cultivate stronger, more meaningful relationships in all areas of your life. Hello, my name is Kristen Clark. I'm a certified axiogenics coach with Insight Coaching. I help leaders uncover the thinking that is sabotaging the results they desire, and with some simple changes in their perspective, help them make their lives work much better. If you struggle with being a good listener and would like to learn how your thinking may be sabotaging you, see the link below to schedule a free introductory session with me. And if you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe below. In a world where we're being constantly bombarded with distractions competing for our attention, good communication can sometimes take a back seat. But it's critical that we keep our priorities straight. Whether it's work, home, or social commitments, or our own personal goals, sometimes we may find ourselves struggling to make time for meaningful conversation and connections. It's important to recognize these conflicting priorities and make the effort to prioritize our relationships and maintain open and honest communication even when it's challenging. If building trust and stronger, more meaningful relationships is important to you, you need to make it a priority. And becoming a better listener is a key ingredient to good communication, especially to those who matter the most in your life. So you might think you're a good listener, but hearing what someone is saying is simply not enough. Truly listening requires time and attention. And if good listening doesn't come naturally to you, it's going to take some practice. Ultimately, good listening demonstrates that you value the other person and what matters to them. By honing our listening skills, we can build deeper connections with others, understand their perspectives, and foster mutual trust and respect. Here are some tips on how to listen in a way that lets others know that you value them. The first step in being a better listener is to be present and focused. If you get distracted easily, then put away your phone or your computer. It sends the wrong message to engage in a conversation with someone who is frequently glancing at their phone or is scrolling through their email. When you are listening, give the other person your undivided attention. And if you're too busy right now, reschedule the appointment for another time. Think about the kind of conversation you're going to have and what will be the best setting. Is this the kind of conversation that should take place in a private setting or a coffee shop? In which direction should you be facing? Would it be better to position yourself so that physical distractions are behind you? Is the setting noisy or quiet, and does that matter? Be mindful of your body language. Face the speaker and make eye contact. Don't close yourself off by crossing your arms or you will appear unapproachable. Be sure that your body language is open and receptive. Relax, lean forward, which demonstrates your interest. Being present and focused will help you absorb the speaker's message and demonstrates to them that you value their thoughts and opinions. The second step is to show empathy and understanding. When someone is speaking to you, imagine yourself in their shoes. Ask yourself, what might they be thinking, feeling, or experiencing in their life right now? Show empathy by acknowledging their feelings and experiences. Try to understand where they're coming from, how things might appear from their perspective. Summarize back to them your understanding of what they are saying. This shows that you are actively listening and value them. Also, no matter how tempting, do not shift the conversation to a story about yourself. When you do this, you stop listening and start talking. Remember the old adage, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. The third step is to ask open-ended questions. Asking open-ended questions encourages the person you are speaking with to elaborate on their thoughts and feelings. This can help you gain a deeper understanding of their perspective and show that you are interested in what they are saying. It also helps the speaker think through their own thoughts by saying them out loud. This may be a good way for them to process their own thoughts. Avoid asking leading questions, which prompt the speaker to say what they think you want to hear, such as, "I really love that red car, don't you?" Instead, ask, "Which color do you like best?" Also avoid questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. These kinds of questions do not encourage conversation, but instead shut it down. Often a good question to ask is, tell me more about that. You might even find it helpful to research good questions to prepare for your conversation. If you need to refer to your question list, this further demonstrates to the speaker that you cared enough to prepare. And lastly, avoid interrupting. Don't assume that you know what the speaker is about to say. Don't attempt to finish their sentences. This is not a process that can be rushed and takes patience. Active listening is a skill that requires the intention to not only hear, but to understand what the other person is saying. And last, but certainly not least, is to listen with love. To create an environment where people feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and ideas, it's important to be non-judgmental. But just saying be non-judgmental is not very helpful. How do you not do something? I like how Og Mandino, author of The Greatest Salesman in the World, describes this concept, which I have paraphrased. He explains that in meeting with others, you silently say to yourself, I love you. In making this shift, your good intentions will shine in your eyes, unwrinkle your brow, bring a smile to your lips, and echo in your voice. If your purpose is in really listening and connecting with others, doing this with love in your heart shifts you out of your space and into theirs. In doing this, you're able to be more accepting and empathetic. This can be very helpful in preparing for a conversation that can be tricky or difficult. Pause and breathe. Say I love you silently. Now listen with love in your heart. No matter what you think may be going on and what you think you know, set aside your assumptions. As a parent, a married woman, a sister, a daughter, a friend, and an HR professional with over 25 years of experience and hundreds, if not thousands, of conversations with others, I've learned that no matter how much we think we know, we never really do. Listening is one of the most powerful tools we have. Striving to be a good listener can help you build trust and stronger relationships and can show people that you value them. By giving your undivided attention and being present in the moment, showing empathy and understanding, and asking open-ended questions, and listening with love in your heart, you can learn to listen in a way that demonstrates that you appreciate and truly value the people in your life. If you struggle with being a good listener and would like to learn how your thinking may be sabotaging you, see the link below to schedule a free introductory session with me. And if you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe below.